Copy, no. But hello everyone, it's another day and a stream with me, Munii Shoda. Space Bounty Hunter for the stars. I mean, be a terrible copy, guess what? I'm still gonna aim for your heart. And we are playing more Dragon Quest Monsters. You probably see the list of my monsters are a bit different, and there's good reasons for it. Dog, I gave you your treat. Go. You already had it this morning. Go. No, go. You had it this morning. Oh my god. You had your treat this morning. Hello. Let me just kick my dog out. Not exit game. We're gonna go over here. Give me one sec. Okay, coffee. Come on. Come on. You had your treat. Door. Nice coffee's what? But yes, more Dragon Quest. Sorry, I had to like. Okay, again, for anybody that's new to like the dynamics of between me and Coffee, Coffee loves beef, dried beef esophagus sticks. Very tasty, and he's a very routine-based dog. Whenever he sees me going to my stream room, he's just like, oh my god, it's time for the tweets. Problem. Bard was in a meeting this morning, so I actually gave it to him much earlier today. Because I tried to restrict him to just once a day. And like, he was just like expecting me to give him another one, because like I'm sitting there going, he woke me up at like what, 6 a.m. and I don't wake up at 6 a.m. I'm a princess. But anyways, yeah. No, I remember, don't worry. You guys don't, it's okay, you guys like, unless I make like a mistake in regards to reading your names or something like that, or you change it completely, and it was like, you know, I generally remember, even like, you guys don't have to keep asking me if I remember. It's okay. But, anyways, yes, we are continuing on with our quest. Oh my gosh. I can hear Coffee yelling at me outside my office. I'm just gonna have one headphone off. It's like a little kid, like, outside. It's just like a little kid outside, like, scratching the door. You know what I mean? Like, going like, let me in, don't let me in, why won't you let me in? No, like, he has to learn to, like, you know, once the door is closed, that means he's not allowed inside here anymore. Because he's being a bit too bratty. I just think there's a difference. I know, you literally changed it during Yakuza, so I remember. I remember, it was in that, yeah, like, we are going back to Dragon Quest. What are we doing? Oh gosh. That one, I think we stopped because we had to stop briefly because, we got beat by the boss, of the area, so we had to take kind of like a stop just to, well, it was luckily near the end of the stream anyway, so we didn't, I did some of the grinding off stream. I did, ironing for so long. I hope you get her stronger version soon. Yeah, like, I think for Iron Man, I do think she's kind of at her, she's like kind of like coming towards the end, because I think she's the last E on the team. I'll just show you guys who I have and who I've been grinding for lately. Let me see. Okay, let's see. So we have Iron Man rank E. I think, yeah, she is the last of the E's currently. I have done a lot of mixing, finally. You know, I came to terms with some of them in terms of, like, who I should be having on the team and not, and especially because Fright Night is a rank C, so that means that a lot of my monsters should be getting to, like, C to, like, an above at this point. D is still pretty decent, hahaha, but like, E is kind of, like, on the weaker side. Kingdom Hearts 3 is easy as hell. Yeah, it wasn't that difficult of a game. I think there were some mechanics I didn't super love about it. Like the gummy ship, I didn't love it, but it was all good. Thank you for the pat Winshinger. Are you enjoying Kingdom Hearts 3 though, bro? And glad to hear that your ankle's kindly getting better, Blue. Yeah, so we are we're trying to use C and D monsters now. Trying to avoid using a lot of the F tier and stuff. Yeah, no worries about lurking. We have the C tiers right here. A couple of, like, sprinkling of E's. A unicorn. I have a very specific memory with the unicorn. I know my sibling actually really liked this one. I think this was their favorite monster growing up, like back in the Dragon Quest games. Like I think this was on her main team, on their main team rather, I should say. I don't remember if there is a stronger version of the unicorn, but, like, I know this was their absolute favorite one. They always had to have this one. I finally got it on Monstropolis. I'm skipping that scene in Arendelle, but other than that, it's fun. Yeah. I've also gotten a couple of other monsters. I've been doing a lot of, like, trying to fill the monster book, actually. So that's why I have a lot of, like, just random monsters here that I have no true plans to really raise too much. Doing a lot of reverse scouting because, like, you know, just want to get those. I am trying my best to use monsters that, like, you know, go through, like, you know, all the small monsters first before, like, before using any of the good monsters, if that makes sense. And yeah, filling out. What's your favorite Kingdom Hearts 3 world? That's a good question. I think if you like parkour, I feel like San Fran Tokyo was really fun. The problem with San Fran Tokyo is that the world is extremely small. What I also like Pirates of the Caribbean only because the rendering was really good for that one, I would say. I know there was, like, a really annoying boss, I believe, for, there was a really annoying boss, at the very beginning, where you had to, like, use that one mechanic just to fly above and, like, kill the monsters. I used to run, Tree Face, or the stronger one, Trevo, but the breeding combo is quite lengthy, yeah. I have been capturing a lot of, monsters, even here. Like, I think I've been trying to train up over here a little bit. I caught some of the star slimes. I do think that the big yellow dragon is, he's what was it? Like, I've been what I've been doing basically is I've been, like, scouting, and if I don't get them, then then we go to, like, full-on battles, basically. Let's see. I'm so sad though, learning that half the voices that sound exactly L. I'm assuming like. Oh my goodness, the puppy. Like their originals were wrong and not them. I mean, I think because you have to remember when some of the movies were made. You have to really think about it. Because, like, some of the voice actors, back in the day, like, back when they originally played those characters, it was, like, quite some time ago. It's not like it was, like, a recent like for some of the more recent ones, right? Like, it just really depends on like how big the stars are, right? And how expensive they were to hire, or whether or not it'd be worth, not really worth, but like, was it more cost effective to hire the actual actors and actresses for some of the roles? But for example, like Johnny Depp, pretty expensive. I don't think, like, Johnny Depp is basically the budget itself, right? Because he's an A-lister, for example. So like I understand that they would pay for the voice double as opposed to hiring Johnny Depp himself, right? Plus, also you have to remember that some actors don't really, their primary bread and butter is not to do voice acting. That is more so like people who are like career voice actors will do it. But my dog literally just looks me in the eye and he runs away as soon as I open the door. I found it weird how Jessie wasn't in Kingdom Hearts 3, but his toy box is post Toy Story 2. Okay, so the reasoning for that though, like for Kingdom Hearts 3, is that it's kind of positioned between a little bit, right? Toy box was introduced in Toy Story. Hello, dog. Thanks for just throwing your treat at me. I really appreciate that. It's not that like Jessie wasn't important to the story of Kingdom Hearts 2. So I think in Kingdom Hearts 3, I just found that the characterization actually of Buzz and Woody were very strange, because I felt that for Buzz and Woody, their personalities swapped actually. It felt like it was very much like the characterization was it was like what's the word I want to look for? Like Woody was more like Buzz, like being very like optimistic, whereas Woody I always read as more of the dry, kind of like very serious character. So it was very interesting to I don't want to say experience, but kind of, right? Like his character is very different from what I was expecting, I guess, for what I was expecting for it. And then when it comes to why wasn't Jessie there, because technically by the time in that point of the story for Jessie should have joined the crew and stayed with Bullseye and everybody, right? So my theory, well, it's not really my theory so much as like they said it in the story, right? Not all of the toys are there, only some of the toys. They're in two like parallel worlds. That's basically what was the plot of why they didn't have everybody there. It was because like because they were in two worlds. Rex, what was his name? The pig. I can't remember what the pig's name is. Woody, Buzz, and some of the army men were actually teleported to a second world, to a parallel world, and they couldn't find Andy, right? So they're kind of like, okay, like, well, do we just stay here and wait for Andy to come back, or do we try to solve our problems, right? And so it ended up being like, we're gonna solve our problems, right? I know, they chose to do it for the original story, but not following the movie, but they got a wonderful Woody meme, but Jessie could fit in the Ham is the pixie. Thank you, Ham, right? But yeah, so I believe that was the reasoning why, and they limited the cast. Could Jessie and Bullseye been perfect additions to that world in the Kingdom Hearts 3 world? Of course, right? I do think it would have been worth it to have these characters, but you also have to remember that, like, you don't want to have a situation where, like, for example, in the one Hercules world, they only had like Hercules and Meg talk, really. They didn't like, and Zeus. They didn't really have Phil didn't talk the entire time of Kingdom Hearts 3. He kind of just like looks and comes up. I kind of dislike that, you know, the whole kind of like, oh, they're not gonna voice these characters. Their characters are just gonna be there. Because it kind of feels like, Phil, you talked in the last game. How come they couldn't let you talk? Why didn't you have any talking roles in this one, right? And it was kind of the same for some of the organization, or ex-Organization 13 members, right? Where some of them talked in the most, like, but two of them, like the two guards, didn't talk at all. They were just kind of there. So it's kind of like, right? A little bit sad that not all the voice actors could come back for their roles or had speaking roles, so to speak. They like not even for grunting, but I guess like do you really want to pay someone for grunt work? But like regardless, like I thought that the world was enjoyable. Phil wasn't allowed to talk as part of the respect for the Japanese voice actor who died. Ah, I see. I didn't know that the Japanese voice actor passed away. But he was just there. But I'm assuming that wasn't for all of the voice actors that were part of the role, though. Like not saying like Phil's voice actor, but like I'm saying more so like for what was it for the other characters, like the guards. Well, they were acting like guards, actually. Not so much that they were guards. But that's an interesting fact. I did not know that. Usually when that happens, like when a voice actor does pass away, that's when another person takes over the role, typically. Because sometimes it is a matter of like, it's not because they don't care, it's because like the show must go on. But Phil didn't really play, I guess, they didn't write Phil to have a major role in that world. It's kind of interesting to know how often Mount Olympus is used in the franchise, though, because they used Mount Olympus quite a bit, don't they? Almost in every single game, or was it every single game? I can't remember. I don't think it was in every single game, but it was in like a majority of them, if I remember correctly. I think Phil couldn't have fit because Olympus wasn't focused on the Colosseum anyways. Hey, that's a good point too. Trying to get those eggs. Okay. What's this dry spot? Itchy bum. It's over there. I don't think I've been through this area during the fall time, so it's a good time to kind of explore actually a little bit. Or did I do this area already? Oh yeah, I did this one. Maybe I haven't done other areas? I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. The crabs. Wait, did I ever get a crab? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did, but that's the scout one. I think I didn't get the which one did I not get? I didn't get the skeleton on the donkey. I think this might have been what I kind of left off my grinding off of as trying to recruit the rest of the monsters in the area. But I got a majority of them. I just realized the forum says Mirage Saf I thought it said mage staff. For which one? Let me up! She bitch slapped him. Ever after? Oh! What's up here? Sometimes I wish I could like grab onto stuff. Open this egg. The Widow Knight! The Widow Knight. Grim Rider, I find to be interesting combo. The skeleton on the donkey compared to a horse. I mean, I guess it might be because, like, the donkey is better in... Is a donkey better in the sand than a horse? I don't think it is, but it could be one of the... I don't know. I think you find donkeys more here than you do horses, right? Like, you know, Sora just chucks, like, with no warning just because he can. I know. Sora's kind of a dick for that, honestly. Sora's just like, hey, Mike. He's like, what? Ah! But I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, bro. A behemoth slime. Nice. He may be a dick, but he kills people. Come on, Grim Rider. Maybe we give him some monster food. Hi, Munii, it's Righteous. Welcome in. Welcome in. How was everyone's weekend, actually? Did everyone have a good weekend? Everyone do anything? Anybody do anything interesting? Did you go out to do stuff? I swear you beat this game. No, I didn't beat this game. I'm actually stuck on a boss right now. That's why I'm kind of grinding it a little. Oh my god, it's Danny DeVito. I know, we just speak of the devil, right? We're talking about the cool person that is Danny DeVito. Huh. I'm surprised I never got heal slime. It's popping. What's popping you? You okay, bro? Playing Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah. That's why we brought up Danny DeVito. Even though he's not in Kingdom Hearts 3. Can you sit down, Coffee? We got a rock. Or any other Kingdom Hearts game. I feel there's a lot of people who can do a pretty good, like, Danny DeVito impression, though. Hello, Yoru! How are you? How was everyone? Again, in terms of my weekend, because I realized I asked how everyone else's weekend went, but I didn't mention how my weekend went. My weekend was Bar and I went to a we tried to go to a what is it, coffee? What is it? No. We tried to go to, well, we didn't try, we did go. We went to not Pop Mart. It was a, what's it called? Good Smile. We went to a Good Smile, pop-up event, actually. That was being hosted at a mall, about, like, I wouldn't say an hour out, like, but it felt like an hour, right? Like, we had to go on a highway for it. And it was the first time Bard has actually been that south of our area. And we went because we wanted to see if there was, like, any, like, exclusive, like, they didn't really list the exclusives that well, until, like, you went there in person. And also looked like it had it was going to have a lot more stuff, but it didn't really have any. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was in collaboration with this, like, this anime, store. Sit. You need to calm down, dog. Yeah, calm down. Okay, if I put you down. Time for a mandatory one-time use new cut. It's like Kingdom game. Let's see. I'm not doing too well. I barely have enough arm strength to wash my. Oh no, are you sick? What happened, Yoru? Did you get really sick, or did you hurt yourself? Baba for Django Fett. Love how there's overpower fire in this game. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh, fine. I will bow down. Chest and shoulder day. Oh, I see. You're exercising like a healthy person that you are. You hate it? But how are you going to get the triangle look? The Dorito look. You need to be like, you know, all arms and chest, no legs. I'm kidding. I don't think you want to have the Dorito look. I smash your pots. But yeah, like, we went to go do, to the figure pop-up, and what ended up happening was that, in collaboration with that figure store, what they ended up having was also a, what was it? They were having a cosplay contest and also discount, so if you cosplayed, you would get like maybe like a 5% discount on anything in the store. The pop-up actually wasn't even hosted within the figure store itself. It was hosted somewhere completely different. But regardless, I was like, you know what, maybe if I feel like it, I'll cosplay. So what I ended up doing was I did the makeup, and I forgot how long it takes for me to do makeup nowadays, because like, it may be interesting to know, I don't do my makeup that much anymore. Mostly because, like, you know, it's so tedious to do. Let's see, will I get it? Question, can you tell me who turns into a boat in Kingdom Hearts 3? That's a good question. Who does turn into a boat? Boatman. Where are the skeleton men? Let me think. I think I also have to get a mimic. I think that's a mimic right there. It isn't.
Cool.
But yeah, like, I don't know, like, I debated about cosplaying, like, really heavily, and when Bart and I got there, because, like, I basically, what I do nowadays, especially when it comes to cosplay, is that, I will put the makeup on, and then I'll change at the event. Is this a mimic? No, it is not.
Cool.
I will, like, I'll pre-do my makeup, because, like, I don't know, it feels better just to, like, pre-do your makeup before you go to the event. Mostly because, like, you know... Mostly because, like, I don't want to dress up, like, and drive in my car wearing the cosplay. Typically because, like, it feels like kind of a nuisance a little bit, especially when you're driving, like, with the wig and everything. So I'm kind of, like, the type who's just, like, do your makeup and, like, and then, like, when you get there, that's when you, like, you put everything else on, you know? So that's just me personally. I have a feeling that other people, especially with cosplay, like, are willing to wear it while driving. I just personally can't do it. And like, well, I like think there is a convenience to doing it. I just choose not to do it, you know? Let's see. Can you tell me who turns into a boat in Kingdom Hearts 3? Sora or any Xehanort? Technically. I don't know. I don't know if anybody... I don't think anybody turned into a boat specifically. Oh, maybe I should have signed Not that... I don't think anybody's turned into a boat since Kingdom Hearts 1, right? Kingdom Hearts 1 that... No. In Dream Drop Distance, someone did turn into a boat. You're right. Pretty sure, right? Someone turned into a boat during that one? Man, I feel like, you know, like, when playing through the Kingdom Hearts games, it feels like a lifetime ago sometimes. I feel like I really should be getting a new monster from the Iron Maiden. I think it's really difficult because, like, her character is so... Her character model is, like, so pretty. So, like, you kind of, like, don't want to. You know? It's really hard when you see, like, certain unique monsters and you're like, oh, but it's so pretty! It's too pretty to shift. I'm sure everyone struggled with, like, certain monsters, right? Being combined. Where are the other eggs? Ah! I can't believe they brought the D-Link back that I ended up using by accident. Also, Zemnis did too. Oh, right, he did. Yeah, they kind of brought back the D-Link, but not really, you know what I mean? They switched it to being, like, the summons, didn't they? You can't properly link Ds like you could in, like, in Birth by Sleep. You can't be like, bro, Link D with me. Do you ever just go to your bro and be like, bro, we should just, like, you know, we should connect, we should link our Ds. I'm a mature adult. But anyways, back to cosplay. Man, so I thought about cosplaying but then, like, I think, like, what it was basically is that, like, Bart and I looked through all the figures that they had at, oh shit! That they had, and we were kind of like, oh, they didn't really sell much that we would have wanted, I guess. Also, Roxas is living over at Con. He really is, like, yeah, but it's called Link. Link's Awakening. Like, what was it? Like, it was nice to cosplay again, I'm not gonna lie, or to prepare for cosplay. I think now I'm kind of like, okay, like, if this is the amount of effort I need to put in order to, like, cosplay, I think I'm gonna reserve it to, like, bigger events type of thing. But, like, it was kind of nice to, like, kind of practice what makeup I would do and see what I was missing from home. Because typically, like, I have, like, I didn't have my full, what was it called? Like, I didn't have my full setup because, like, I forgot to bring something from my parents' house, if that makes sense. Because, like, I used to cosplay a lot when I lived with my parents still. I don't cosplay that much anymore. I do have a cosplay that I've been meaning to wear, for a while now, actually, but haven't had an opportunity to actually wear it. And it's like, I used to make my own cosplays, but nowadays I don't have the time nor the energy to make cosplays anymore, so, yeah, so I've been meaning to wear this cosplay for quite some time, like, since, I feels like last year, but it wasn't last year. I had it for quite some time, though, and the reason I couldn't wear it is because, like, I was gonna wear it to CarrierCon, but, I was requested not to cosplay, because they wanted me to, Bossman, because I was still working with V-Fleet at the time, Bossman wanted me to dress professionally. No one else dressed as professional as I did. No, everyone had, like, their own, like, they had, like, I think, like, this was before I came by, but, like, everyone had, like, a staff t-shirt. I didn't have a staff t-shirt. I just dressed like an office lady, during CarrierCon, and I wasn't super happy, mostly because, like, I was just like, why couldn't I have fun dressing up as stuff? And I had to be a professional. Because, like, but it's fine, I didn't have to carry as much stuff with me that way. Ugh. Let me see, where am I? Okay, so let's go back to here. Let's see. Nobody's gonna get the whole thing if they do not get a heart. No one's gonna get a damn heart. The whole thing is if they do not get a heart, they're a hollow shell for somebody that does not deserve a heart. You were cosplaying as a professional. Like, basically, I was cosplaying as a professional. Let me see. Who can I make right now? Ooh, Shogun. Kind of work, you know? Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see, leading light. Good night. Ba, 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 help. Synthesize. Oh, look at him! Look at him! this one. Confirm parents. So this one. This one. Wait. That one. Yeah, we'll do that. The flying swashers. No one's getting the special sparklies. But yeah, it was okay, I had to actually do the alphabet to be like, this is stronger, right? Hello, Squishy. Hello, Miliano. How are you? Riku post Kingdom Hearts 2. They one quick thing. We should do that. Here's the Gooby. Goombi? Why would Goombi be replaced? No, I was kidding. No, he meant Goofy. I don't know. Wow, Shogun, really? Did I say that correctly? I have the stream minimized. Yeah, Shogun! Shogun is in the party. Jail camp. You a big boy. Let's see. Oh. I don't want to use that one. Yeah, we'll use these two. Then this one. Some birds. This one. Guys, that. I'm doing nice. My cousin got me an awesome gift 2 days ago. Oh, what was the gift? Was it a fern friend? Or fiend? Fern fiend? A lot of like mixing a seed. What can she mix with? That would make it worth it, you know? Cause she's like an E, but I want it to like, you know... I want it to be worth it, right? I don't want to just put her with anybody. Yeah, favoritism. Let's see. Let me finish the thought. Goofy should be Riku after Kingdom Hearts 2. Mickey gets to lose his shit by himself. Riku doesn't go to the realm with Mickey. Instead he get messing around with Sora and Donald. Aw, but I like Goofy. Goofy's what holds the group together. He's the glue. You get rid of Goofy, you get rid of Donald at that point, right? But Donald is the most important, is the most powerful mage. So I understand the hesitancy to get rid of him too, right? Yoroshiku. お疲れ. I feel like I should really actually switch her out. Because, like, I feel like if I don't remove the Iron Maiden, I'm just gonna continue wanting to use her, right? Like, it's like the temptation type of thing. Yesterday I washed and cleaned it, and now it's a new coffee table for my PS5 gaming stuff. Nice! Sorry, I didn't catch that chat. Oh, it's a real and used Formula 2 wet tire. Ooh. A firm frame, part of Ruin's breeding combo. I would explain Ruin is a giant-scaled monster that uses one and only one arm, his right one, and the blue body is with purple and gold accents. Oh! I had a leaf racer on and I died. Dang. How could you die? How could you? Donald doesn't die, didn't die at any point, so he gets to stay. Oh. Oh, bro. How wrong you're going to be eventually. Everyone technically dies at the end. Or do they? I don't know. If everyone dies. You know, of old age. Of I don't know, of broken hearts, I don't know. Yesterday I cleaned cocktail. Dragon Quest and my quest to this. Hello again, hope you are well. I'm good, Dragon. How are you? Are you going to the dojos? The dojos of the mamas? The name implies he's a ruined castle. Ah. So much lore in Dragon Quest, you know, especially when especially with some monsters, right? I haven't been really reading it, but you think I should. But yeah, I think everyone who's probably played Dragon Quest probably has felt the same way I have, where especially with monsters, where it's like the monsters look a very specific way, and you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to get rid of them though, because they're so cool looking. Why would I want to get rid of them? But I think I'm kind of at the point of the game where I kind of just need to be like, fuck it, like, we need to be ranking up, and we can't keep the E-ranked monsters just because they look cool, you know what I mean? Or just because they look a certain way. They're gonna be obsolete after a while, right? Or after a couple of levels. You kind of have to, like, upgrade as you go. And be willing to mix them up with other monsters. So that's where I'm at with the game, where I'm just like, oh, my robber rabbit no longer is an effective monster to have on the team. Have you played any of the Kingdom Hearts mobile games? I did play, I think, the beta version of the Kingdom Hearts game, of the mobile game, and I didn't play it long enough to see the end of it, but, it's kind of, so now there's like a gap in my understanding of the lore as a result. Did you play it, bro? I know that feeling 100%. It's always hard when it comes to like any monster capture game. I have such a soft spot for monster capturing games, mostly because like Pokemon, right? Like, Pokemon was the monster capturing game that I played the heck out of for a very long time until like I started exploring other games, right? So you in Kingdom Hearts 3. I finished Kingdom Hearts 3. I finished it last week, and also, well, I finished that and the DLC last week. I am caught up on I'm generally caught up on the lore, but like, for the overall story, we have finished it on stream. Yeah. And so we are ready for Kingdom Hearts 4 when that comes out. Probably next year, maybe next year. They said it was supposed to be for next year. And no, I was too late discovering it. Ah, I see. Yeah, like, we did watch the cutscenes for, which games did we watch the lore for, chat? We watched 358 Days, we watched Recode, and we watched the mobile game cutscenes. But, as according to people who are more of the, stronger, Kingdom Hearts fans, or the bigger Kingdom Hearts fans, what was it? Oh, sorry. I hear some meeting in the background. Let me just close my door. Copy. Just gotta be quieter, not be rude. Oh no, I mean, like, when I say the names of all the players, I mean, they say the names of all the players that played on the movie games at the end of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, like, I saw the player names at the end of the game. It was really cool of an addition to, for the games. But unfortunately, I didn't play the game long enough to, I think, be part of that. But it was a very nice nod to remembering the mobile game. Hi, Laria, how are you? Using the updated emote. I hope you're well. I'm good. We are just kind of like going through the world that is Dragon Quest. Let's see. Okay, we should also actually make sure that everyone has their tactics, remember. What's Wave of Relief? Cures all of the ailments. Yeah. Support. And then there. But yeah, I was kind of like talking about my weekend, and then we started talking about Kingdom Hearts a bit. Kind of funny to be talking about Kingdom Hearts a little bit. Do you like? You know what I think it is funny though? They never put Dragon Quest. They never put Dragon Quest in any of the Kingdom Hearts games, and you think they would at like some point. They would have like combined one element of like Dragon Quest into Kingdom Hearts. Oh, there's a treasure there. Sad face. Maybe one day they will put a Dragon Quest game into into the game. It's funny with which games like mention Dragon Quest and which games don't, right? Like Kingdom Hearts, like Square owns the property, so you think they would put Dragon Quest in there other than promoting Final Fantasy games. But I guess no, it's more of a Final Fantasy meets Disney. But they didn't have any problems with like adding other IPs from Disney. I'm fully expecting them to put Star Wars in the next game, though. Like, I'm not sure what worlds we should predict for Kingdom Hearts 3, to be completely honest. But it'll be interesting to see which worlds they do put in, right? Square seems very protective of Dragon Quest. Are they? I mean, I guess they would be more protective now, considering two of the two of the larger collaborators of this franchise have unfortunately passed away. So I think it'd be kind of, I understand maybe some hesitancy because it is a fairly highly respected RPG, isn't it? Like, of all the franchises, I do see, like, Dragon Quest is referenced in quite a few things, I will say, right? Like, whether it's, like, a Japanese media or in other games. I think it makes it more money than Final Fantasy in Japan, really. I guess in Japan alone, right? Like, because it doesn't, I would say Dragon Quest doesn't have as strong of an impact in Western markets, definitely, as if we were to compare it between the two franchises, right? For example, a very good example actually in Yakuza Like a Dragon, Dragon Quest was heavily referenced as a inspiration for Ichiban's style, where, like, you know, and his fighting style a little bit, right? Time to boot up your DS? Nice. So I thought it was really interesting that it was brought up, considering that, like, Yakuza is a Sega product. According to the internet, it constantly generates more income. It's more consistent. I think because it also has, like, deeper roots in, like, I think, like, if you had to play, like, if I feel like if you are a fan of JRPGs, but you've never played a Dragon Quest game, I'm not sure you can truly call yourself a JRPG fan, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like you can't say that, like, I feel like you just have to play one, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just, like, not play a Dragon Quest game, right? It could be, like, I think it'd be really hard not to play at least one. I think in Japanese, probably, Plants vs. Zombies is on a DS time. Man, sure you can. I mean, you can, but I just feel like, if you're a really big fan of the genre, it's almost like it's a must, like, to play a Dragon Quest game, like, at least one. It may just be RPG, but it's not about all RPG. No, 100%, right? I just think it's a very big influencer. I'm not saying play Monster Quest Monsters. That one I definitely think, like, you could probably do without. But I think that, like, even for me, like, it doesn't mean you have to finish it. Like, I think that, like, it's one of those things where it's just kind of like you have to try it. It's how do I say it, right? Like, it's kind of like saying, I guess I'll be like, well, this is a bit different. This is very different. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of like saying, like, I don't want to say, like, can you be a fan of Star Wars if you never watched, like, a Star Wars movie? I guess like technically you could be you're kind of a fan, but you kind of like it's kind of I guess it's like be kind of like odd. Is it accurate? You played like all the Final Fantasy VIII except for 16. You played almost every Tales games. You played 4, 5, 6. I believe like one in the series. That isn't accurate. Oh, and there's Builders 2. Star Wars is like still Star Wars. Dragon Quest is not every JRPG. It isn't. It is not every JRPG. It's more like, and again, you don't have to agree with me. You can like fully disagree with me on this, or other, which is what you're doing, right? But my perspective is kind of like, I feel that, and this is how I feel. I'm not saying that this is definitive, of course, right? I feel like if you are a fan art of JRPGs, right? Like, specific to that genre, I think there is a little bit of... I think there's a little bit of, like, missing out on, like... And I'm not saying this is, like, the be-all... Like, especially this game. I don't think this game is particularly that great. I think that... It's, like, one of those things, like, you kind of have to at least try it. Now, because it's mostly like this is what influenced a lot of other series, and a lot of games have improved on the formula that Dragon Quest has done. I won't lie. I'm not gonna say that like I'm not saying that in the sense of like, oh, if you never played it, you're not a trip. It kind of feels like it's like definitely like a huge franchise to be missing out on or not considering playing. Mostly because like a lot of games do not, I don't want to say follow this formula. It's very different in itself, right? Like the whole monster genre of like you can't actually pick what your monster does other than the strategies. Well, no, there was like a time where you could actually pick what moves they did specifically, right? I have to double check this. Like I know for orders you can be more specific, but like the auto is just very convenient for me, so I have to double check that. But it's just it's a huge franchise to be missing out on, kind of type of thing, right? It's kind of a shame in a sense. But again, my opinion, I'm just a person on the talking, right? I don't really think I am not like a... How do I say?
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
Make sure you stretch out.
Can you actually select it from here? Oh, you can. Very specific. You can be very specific with orders, but it's like the convenience of autoplay. It's like a dating the grandma without meeting that grandpa. It's like an analogy for playing a newer game without at least trying a Dragon Quest once. Yeah, like it's also kind of like now again, no one's forcing you to like. No one would, and I don't feel everyone should force anybody to play a game that they genuinely do not want to play or care about. It's kind of like missing out on some context for why certain games are a certain way, or how they're played a certain way, or stuff like that. Like I think it's kind of like missing, like maybe like if you're having cake and you're missing like some foundation. You can 100% make a cake without like, well, certain like. Without knowing like maybe like some of like the reasons why for certain ingredients, but yeah, it's complex. It's very complex to talk about when it comes to gaming, right? Because there's so many games out there you do not have to play. For example, like I think it's just more of an appreciation. It comes down to it. Yeah, that's what it's coming down to. If you appreciate the genre a little bit. You can appreciate the genre. You have to? No, 100% not. But it would be like, if, for example, and I'm going to say this, right? You get more of an appreciation, maybe, for, let's say, Deltarune, right? Like, you have more of an appreciation for Deltarune if you play... Oh, no, other way around. You have a little bit more of an appreciation for, No, it really is. Like, you can... If you play Undertale, you have more of an appreciation for it when you play Deltarune. Now, that's kind of like... It's some controversy to some people being like, oh, you should play Undertale first. It's not a matter of, like, you have to play it first or you have to play the stuff. Because I've heard that some people feel very strongly that people should be playing Undertale before Deltarune in order to appreciate other things, and people have been very heated about that discussion. Play whichever game you feel like at whatever time you want, right? Now, would it be highly encouraged to play, and is it forced? Are you forced to play Undertale if you just want to play Deltarune? No, 100% not, right? There is some better understanding and context for some things. For example, I love 3DS Mario games and I suck at side scrollers, but I understand where the Mario came from and I can only see a certain appeal on the 2D platform. Yeah. Exactly. It's a bit different from, like, I guess, like, for example, like the even for the old what was it? What were they called? Like the original Donkey Kong and Mario games, right? Like, if you don't have to necessarily play it, but to understand, but it's kind of like, to play a Mario game is like if you've never played a side-scroller one, just like even any of the side-scrollers, right? It's like, yeah, you can be, it's, it feels odd if you don't play at least one side-scroller Mario game, right? Because there's so many of them, like, out there. It's a very specific mechanic. It's very different from the 3DS Mario games or from the other spin-off games, right? Because, like, what's interesting about the Mario games, right, is that the 2D side-scrollers are the main franchise of the Mario games nowadays, isn't it? And they have a very specific naming style for the Mario games too, right? I don't think is the 3D Mario games like the mainline games? No, they're not, right? It's the side scrollers, isn't it? Like, what's considered mainline game? I know this is going to various different topics about gaming and kind of like genres and kind of like I don't want to say like paying respects, but kind of is though, right? I do think that, gosh, I'm getting sidetracked a lot, but yeah, I think that it's more like this. I would highly suggest, if you are a JRPG fan, like a huge fan of the JRPG genre, to at least give one Dragon Quest game a chance. Like, it doesn't have to be like this one, for example. It doesn't have to be this one in particular. But, I think that it's you're missing out on a series that a lot of developers are inspired by, I guess. It's hard to tell now. Let me last check the side scroller was a Mario Maker. I think, like, there is an element of you are missing out on a lot of... I don't want to say, like, there's because, like, even if you think of, like, Western JRPGs, there are a lot of Western not JRPGs. That's redundant. There are a lot of, I guess, Western games that also have been highly inspired by Dragon Quest. So it's kind of like, why would they be inspired by this genre if it wasn't, or be inspired by this game franchise if it was a bad one? Now, this is also, you can also say, like, hey, like, but, you know, Toby Fox, he was highly inspired by, it wasn't Mother 3, but, like, the Mother games, right? Like, does that mean you should play the Mother games if you enjoy the, that franchise, Undertale? Yeah, I think you should, actually. I would probably recommend, because like a lot of the humor probably inspired by the other games. Hopefully they do a lot better this time around. I feel more confident now. Immune to damage. I don't know, like again, just opinions. It's just opinions. No one has to like take it seriously about my thoughts when it comes to these type of things, because I'm just dumb streamer, you know. Why? Can I... Can I give... Will that help you? Why? I wasn't ready. Well, I'm losing half of my money now. Hopefully that helps. No! After I try to carefully plan everything. No! Okay, we might be able to pull through. With other skills like, To my knowledge, now I don't remember if you kept in the game. If you can combine set skills to allow you to more stronger skill set, the one that gives you the fizz can probably be combined with other skills like crack and zip or wish and sizz. That's true, right? Since the other monsters are gone, it should be fine now. It should be fine now! It's a little tight. I had to do DS cardboard trick. Be right back, no worries. No, I mean like unlock a skill set called Overmatch. Should have the strongest form of magic in one skill set. I see, I see. Shape this guy here. Of course, you would hit yourself. Why doesn't he get like stabbed, you know, when he attacks my spiky dragon boy? Yeah, be frenzied! Come on! I'm very stressed. to just keep, you know, recovering them slightly. Yeah! Just keep chip damaging it. Surely you won't die. Please! I didn't lose anybody! Oh, thank God. Somehow we sneaked on through. The story can continue.
あとは玉座に座るだけですね。さあ。
I am the king. I am the big hero.
ついに玉座にたどり着いたのか。レース負けた。でも俺チョコ食う。お前ら、今日からこのエリアの支配者はあのお方だ。
Casual vision grows across the middle echelon of the circle of indulgence.
これでこのエリアの魔物も仲間になりやすくなりますね。では次の魔界へ参りましょう。美味しいスイーツを食べてから。ほら、何かしら。
My cell phone.
おお、魔法研究家のアグルかぞ。良き知らせがある。進化の秘宝がついに完成したのである。
Digital
マ
evolution.
ロの元へ今すぐ参れ。よ
アグルカさんの研究所は覇王城の魔界の初級エリアでしたね。すぐに行ってみましょう。
We're gonna go back to the tower and recover. Then I'm going to move my party back. We'll keep Shogun here. Actually, no. The unicorn. Because we need to train everybody up. Can't I just go outside and do zoom? And then go... Oh, can I not? I have to go... I just have to go back. Okay, I see how... They don't even want me to zoom there. Because that would only make sense. Yes. apparently this is a story forced. You have to go back to the tower. Okay. Now can I just go over there? I guess I could pick up some eggs on the way. Pick up some eggs. Where are the eggs? There should be... Oh, there's the egg. Okay. Egg. Yeah! Though I got so many of these ethereal serpents. Okay. Did I never go over? I never really explored this world, have I, in the different seasons?
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
今だ よし
This is gonna be fodder. I don't know, I like having so many of these monsters so I can like try to get all the monsters that I haven't collected before. Or just haven't oh, the cave. This is a cave! I feel like having like a lot of like the weaker monsters is just good for fodder purposes. Like, there's so many monsters I have in my, what was it? In my collection that I just purely do not use. But, like, I don't know, there's only so many monsters you can get, like, I think, like, not, that you have to, like, kind of, like, mix for, right? Oh my god, that scared me. That was scary! I did it. Plan vs. Rami's working. Nice. Was it not working correctly earlier? I didn't understand what you meant. They had to do the DS cardboard trick. Like, what trick is that? When will I be able to capture these ones, I wonder? Because I still haven't gotten a Cyclops. Should I try? I don't think I can get it, right? You put a cardboard in the slot with the DS game, forcing the pins to go together, but didn't need that and got working. Really? I've never done that before. Is it like... Is it because like... Is it because the pins got bent? I didn't even know that was a thing. No, it just wasn't reading. Ah, I see, I see. Did I not explore this world? Like, do I not explore these spaces at all? Because I'm finding, I always find like new things. Anyways, I should get to the 2D place. Enough lollygagging. You love this pixel art though? Nice. Pixel art is definitely like, it has a certain charm to it. Though I have heard that like pixel art is, it has this weird like, there's nostalgia to it, but the reality is that, like, pixel art looks very different on a CRT screen, because it blends a little bit more than as to the hard pixel illustrations. Oh, hello there, Kush. Thank you for coming. I have my hands full. Just a moment, please.
大いなる神域の力よ。この者に新たなる進化の道筋を示したまえ。目覚めよ。進化の秘宝。
これは
The same monster? Oh. Huh?
やった僕本当に人間になれたんだ
Well, humans are monsters, aren't they?
アグルカさんありがとうございます
It's a very unique
僕
design.
の夢がやっと叶いました
They must be
ああ
important.
いとおかしい。だがその人間の姿は永遠ではないことを夢忘れるな。これぞ進化の秘宝であるぞ。
I feel like this is just a transformation magic.
バルザックと名乗る魔物が持ち込んだ進化術にマロがさらなる魔力を加え仕上げたのだ。お前にも使えるようにしてやろう。村の動物にでも使ってみるがいい。されと進化の秘宝は完成したわけではない。真の力を引き出すには人間界に伝わる黄金の腕輪が必要だ。
But why do we want to involve them into humans?
進化の秘宝の真の力僕 僕はホイミンと言います。あなたはそんなお名前なのですね。僕前は人間の戦士様と旅をしてたんです。今は離れ離れになっちゃったけど。
Damn.
あなたモンスターマスターですよね。あ、ならあれが役に立つかも。
I knew they were going to be important, by the way, by their unique design.
戦士様からもらった僕の宝物、次に会えた時にお渡ししますね。おっと、こうしちゃいられない。人間の姿でいられるうちに戦士様を探しに行かなきゃ。
Does he turn back? Is that from the previous Dragon Quest monster games?
頼んだぞ。
Wow. Ah! Is Pastor Al? Wait, no, he's dead. Dragon Quest Builders 2 reference. Cause I was like Healy. Like that sounds like a very... I think I heard of that character. I wasn't sure if it was from Terry though or not. Or from like back all the way from like the Game Boy. I'm not sure if that's back from the Game Boy era of Healy. Can we transform him into a human? To whom?
人間界にある黄金の腕輪を探してきてほしい。それなら任せて。僕はこう見えてとっても顔が
The
広い
chain
ん
spell
だ。
was originally a staff in the Cubby's adventure. Now it's permanent, I think, in this one. Ah.
これでやっとあなたにロザリーを助けてもらった恩返しができるね。それじゃあ行ってくるよ。
Wait, I need to go somewhere? Do I have to basically just wait around for them to finish then? I guess so, right? Circle of Conquest, middle echelon. We're one step closer to my father.
なんて美しい。魔界にこんな場所があったなんて。
常世の神の力あふれど多弱き者の命軽し。
It's that guy again.
やあ、来たね。待ってたよ。
あなたは
The other elf
最
guy.
悪の魔球であった看守の。
覚えていてくれたんだね。嬉しい。僕はリュノ。今日はあの時の貸しを返してもらおうと思ってね。
貸し、もしかして記憶の番犬から助けてくださった時の。
そう。実は最近この辺りに邪悪な竜が現れたんだ。
The classic.
ネグルっていう次元を超える竜だ。魔界の各地で目撃されている凶悪なやつさ。
この楽園は僕の愛する場所なんだ。だから一緒に邪悪な竜から守ってほしい。
Sure, we'll do it.
ありがとう。あなたならそう言って
I'm
くれ
not a
ると
prince,
思
I'm a
った。
king! How dare he!
ところでこの近くに村があるんだ。そこまで来てほしい。この世の条理に我逆らえど見張るかすその美しく。
Show me serious. Okay. There's an egg behind here. Poke. Ooh, now I don't have to make one. A Great Inferno. It's always so convenient when it's a monster that, like, I don't have to bother, like, making in order to get it, you know? How strong are you? Hell yeah. He whipped a baby! Okay. I kind of hear some sound behind me, so I'm just gonna close the door. I actually might get a snack while I'm at it. Let me just go get that. I'll be right back. Okay, return. And I brought snacks. Snacks are very important. Oh, I didn't realize you guys didn't have any music. Whoops. Should have left music like this. Arm. Pink doggo. So many doggos here. Well, they're actually not doggos. They're more like... What are they? Leopards? That's a big doggo. Don't talk to that doggo. I still call them doggo even though they're cats. And clearly meowing. Or body slamming baby. Well, that's a really bad clip. I should not say that. It's a big bear. Can I get up there to just the bear? It's not major. Oh hell yeah. Not gonna lie, I was a bit worried if it woke up, it was gonna destroy my team. I took a calculated risk. Okay. That's a big bear. What's over here? Oh shit. There's nothing much up here. Other than soldiers. I guess these are villagers? Dead villagers? Again, so much of these dragons are so incredibly common. Oh, well. Well.
Oh.
Bonus ball. Mini medal. Oh! It's a queen! Platypus! So be small monsters here.
ニコニコしてる。この村はきっと安全なのですね。
暗き世界の過疎劇その2。まろうと来たり、そは光。
Man, so many haikus.
来てくれたんだね。ようこそ弱き魔物の楽園ヘブンズキー。
I like how he calls it Heaven's Key, but apparently here it's called Mullen.
この楽園を守ることが僕の務めなんだ。
It's a baby dragon!
あれは他の魔界から逃げてきた魔物か。
It's a baby!
怖い思いをしたね。でももう大丈夫。この村は平和でしょ。ここでならどんな魔物も安心して暮らせる。あなたと仲間たちの関係は理想的だね。僕にも理想がある。
Did it take over the human world?
でもまずは次元竜ネグルだ。このエリアの南にある大きな山は見た？あれはつむり山って言うんだ。奴はあの山の白明の洞窟にいる。激しい戦いになると思う。どうか僕と一緒に戦ってほしい。
Sure.
ありがとう。嬉しいよ。じゃあ準備ができたら山の入り口に来てね。
You better not betray me!
悪しき竜にまみえるものよ。君の眼に光あれ。
You. I guess I could buy more healing items, right? I kinda need it. Yeah. Smasher pots.
ほう。
More pots to smash.
おお。
What? You don't know the big kid around here, but neither do I. Nice. I do appreciate the ends are pretty much free here. I'm curious what kind of monsters I can make, by the way.
Ohio.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. They're all like, you can use it that one. Or I don't want to use my Shogun though. They're always like, oh, you got to use this one. But why? Oh, that's so cute. Gloombiosis. synthesize. G&G. Do that. Hi, me. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. What were you playing? If you don't know who I am, my name is Munii Shoda. I'm Space Bounty Hunter from the stars. I may be a terrible shot, but guess what? I'm still gonna aim for your heart. I didn't know you were streaming so early today. Why bonk? Why bonk? Also, hello Guardian, how are you? Yeah, I wanted to go full campaign. Full campaign for what? Oh, you wanted to do a full campaign run. Howdy, I haven't bunked in a while. You haven't. How have you been, Guardian? I see you got the Pokemon 30th icon. For Destiny 2 and their Star Wars expansion. Ah! Is that like their last expansion? Because they're not going to update it anymore, right? Yeah, sadly. Good thing there's Warframe. Hello, by the way. Hello, next one. How are you? I still have never tried Warframe. I think mostly because, like, when I tried Destiny, I only really played it to play with friends, and then, I never really paid attention to the story, so I couldn't really appreciate it. Much to the disappointment of everybody else. There was a huge free update that can put capstone on the story and all quality of life stuff. Ah! I did get the 30th. I've been alright. Been trying to get success factor taken care of, but sadly they're lingering. No! Well, then I played Warframe. Well, when I played Warframe, there was no story. Damn. How's Monster Breed in Munii? Pretty good. We progressed the story. That's always good. And I got to witness a heel slime turn into a girl or boy. I don't know. We try not to assume what they transformed into. And these are all the monsters I haven't gotten yet. So that's why I'm trying to, like... I'm trying to get certain monsters, but also trying not to use all the good monsters. You know what I mean? I'm trying to use, like, the bad monsters first before using good monsters. It's hard because, like, there's certain monsters I don't want to use, and then there's monsters where I don't mind using, you know? Is breeding them the only way to pass around star traits? It's to pass around skill traits mostly, I would find. Cause, like, I wish it would star traits, but not really. Think plus monster for breeding. It's a struggle, honestly, because you don't want to get rid of some monsters because they're so cute. You kind of have to. Like for this one, the example, right? I want her to be mixed with a good monster. I want her to have, like, a good, successful marriage, you know? I guess can't let my monster, like, breed with, like, certain monsters, you know? It's like Pokemon IV breeding all over again, looks like. It basically, sometimes. It's more like you just want them to, like, actually improve, right? It's not really so much IV breeding, honestly. Want to do that. That. They can get better skills though, I would say. If they have a star next to them, that means they have a bonus stat that helps them increase. But sometimes they don't pass it down. Sure. Max. Synthesize. Gull Rider. It can be fun mixing all these monsters. So you're saying there's gambling? There is a bit of gambling, because like if you see like if there's like a gold ring around them, that means they have a higher chance of being a sparkly. But the sparkly is just like their bonus stat, right? But most cases, it's probably not going to be anything special. And that's what sucks about this sometimes. Because you could be like going like, oh, you should theoretically get me like a better monster, but then they don't. And you're like, what the fuck? I love gambling in my JRPGs, right? There's so many dragons, too. But it gets really sad when you have to mix the monsters that you kind of really like the designs for, because you're just like, aww. But they're not gonna be as pretty. But you do it because you get, you want to mix all the monsters up. At least that's what it is for me, right? Like, I want to try to get as many monsters unlocked as possible. So it is helpful to collect, like, some lower ranked monsters so you don't feel as bad. You're telling me I'm a cook with the art, though. You truly did. You're kidding me. That's all it took me to? Lame. I'm kind of curious where the Dragon Quest games will go after Akira Toriyama. Surely there was a point where he stopped working on the game. But like the key designs were made by him. So I'm not sure where the series is gonna go now. In terms of art direction, right? Did he already like pass it over to his successor? Does anybody know? And actually I was actually next to History in Kyosu when I visited Japan last year. Oh, that's really cool! Oh, gross! But at least you don't have to make it. Yeah. It was very unfortunate when he passed away. I mean, at least the series, like Dragon Ball, definitely like has their successor, but does Dragon Quest have their successor, right? Because like it's hard to imagine that Dragon Quest like they're going to end Dragon Quest, you know what I mean? But like Akira Toriyama was like such a like I mentioned this in another stream, right? The character designs on Dragon Quest was like so iconic to, or like at least Dragon Quest has like such a deep ties to, I would say, Japanese JRPG culture and gaming culture, right? So it's hard to imagine there being a successor. So it's kind of like, where will this game go now? A little bit, right? That's kind of hard to think. Like it's hard to, or hard to not think. It's hard to imagine. There will definitely be a successor to this game. I don't imagine Square is going to end the Dragon Quest series anytime soon. But it's kind of like similar to like Final Fantasy or any other major like long-standing series. Where is it going to go after the original creators are gone? Well, I mean, it's not like Akira Toriyama wrote the story for the game, so there's that. But the character designs, I wonder where it's gonna go. It's acid rain! Oh my gosh, it's a goober! All these swimes! Hell yeah. Actually, it makes me curious if you stopped working on the Dragon Quest games for a while. Whoa! Already had one of those. What are you? No! That green slime blocks my path.
高き山に潜む邪悪なる竜に挑みし我らの満ち照らす花。
Dragon Quest V was the last one he worked on actively. Ah, okay.
ネグルは参道の先にある白明の洞窟にいる。道を開くために僕は先に行くよ。
6 with just some here and there jokes. Oh. I imagine he was still very much involved with some of the character designing, though. Unless they got someone who's, like, was quite good at, getting the feel for some of the characters. Because they reused a lot of his designs. Okay. Up here. Of course. A group of pizzers approaches. Oh, here's the here it is. The caves.
ここが次元竜ネグルの救う白明の洞窟だよ。実はまだ言ってないことがあるんだ。
What are you gonna confess?
僕はランディオル大帝とエルフの間に生まれた子供。あなたの母親違いの弟なんだよ。
I have to pause here. I made a joke. I made a joke that we are siblings. It turns out we are. Oh my god. That's such... Who wrote this game? This game... That's predictable. That is just such like a random thing to tell somebody. It's like, oh, by the way, we're brothers. That was essentially what it feels like right now. It's just like, it's so like, it's not like it's like this like shocking thing. It's just like, hey, by the way, I'm your brother. I don't know who wrote this game, but they're not a very good writer.
会いたかったよ、兄さん。あなたのことを忘れた日は一日としてなかった。ねえ、僕らの兄、暴将ディオロスを覚えてる？
No.
兄さんは幼い頃に人間界へ捨てられたから。
Can't believe my dad had so many baby mamas.
彼は今全魔界で最強と謳われている。大抵の後継者はディオロスに決まっている。つまり 僕たちは殺されるんだ。
殺されるってどういうことですか？
魔界では兄さんは母親と共に人間界へ捨てられた
Yeah.
ということになってる。けど本当はそうじゃない。兄さんの母親は我が子を連れて魔界から逃げたんだ。
She didn't want to be part of the Demon Lord harem anymore.
なぜなら大抵は後継者以外の子供を全員殺すつもりだから。その運命から逃れるためあなたと手を組みディオロスを倒す。
This is too suspicious. I bet he wants to take over the throne.
でも戦いに明け暮れる日々なんて無意味だ。
Or maybe not. I don't know.
僕と一緒にこの楽園で平和に暮らそうよ。
You just met me!
もしそうしてくれるなら兄さんの呪い、魔物を攻撃できなくなる呪いも僕が解いてあげる。
Huh? He has the ability to do that?
呪いを解けるのです。
She hasn't even tried!
ああ、簡単だ。だって僕の体には君と同じエルフの血が流れているからね。だけどその前にネグルを倒さなくちゃ。それが済んだら返事を聞かせてよ。
This is all too convenient. I don't think I can trust my supposed little brother. And definitely a slime, not Ditto from Pokemon. Welcome in, Quiet Quill. You're most certainly a slime, and definitely not a Ditto. I 100% trust you. Yeah, it's definitely not a Bulbasaur. That is just a monster with a bulb in his back. If you really weren't what's one thing that a slime can do that Ditto can't do? Dang, that's a good question, right? How can we test that you're truly a slime and not a Ditto? What is a test that only a Ditto can do? I mean, only a slime can do. Have you ever built a town by yourself before? That's a good question to have.
Oh.
Yes. Damn, then you're probably a Ditto, because only Dittos can build the town to get by themselves. You're not a true slime! I can't believe it got you that easily. You just had to admit that you could build a town with your own Ditto hands. Oh, nice reference. You're welcome. Honestly, like, I have really enjoyed playing Pokepia, like, not on stream. Like, it's my off-stream game. Like, for me to just, like, chill out and play. I'm very bad at it, though, because I haven't really... I just finished the rocket mission. So I saw the credits, and it was very bittersweet. Of a game at the ending. I am excited for the free DLC though. I haven't really built my town that well though, or that efficiently. I really gotta move my Pokemon into the area. I haven't like found all the Pokemon in there either, actually. And one of these days I will share what my Pokepia looks like. It's very messy. I feel like I do need to make it a bit more efficient in how I design the layout of everything. I did find somebody who did make a program where you could like plan everything out. So I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I should go do that then, right? Like maybe I should go through like the building S emulator to like practice like designing what I want. You like my chit chat energy? Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it as well. You could say one of my talents is that I like talking a little too much because I don't like silence. I don't know, it's really weird. Like some people are very much like, oh, you can like sit in silence. But I try to avoid silence as much as possible. The only reason why I get really quiet is like if I'm really deep in thought. And that sometimes is a lot. Especially or when I'm really focused on fighting something. But like yeah. Sometimes I think it's weird that I'm a little too comfortable talking to myself. Is it a symptom of being a middle child and trying to play games by yourself? Perhaps. Perhaps. That unicorn bunny is that unicorn bunny is thick. He is thick. Look at his little I'm not sure how to describe him. He's just wound. He's wound. He's a dark hair. As opposed to a light hair. Okay, where do I go to now? I guess I can go down here to fight this thing. Sculptrice. Sculptrice? I don't know, some of the names for these monsters are like very interesting puns. And then other times it's like, oh, that's a good name. Oh, you're pretty close to making Tandemount? Am I? How close am I? Like what would I need? And what is a Tandemount? Is it a good monster? The unicorn is part of that monster? All I know is that the unicorn was, the one that my sibling really, really liked, as a kid. So I'm trying my best to keep it. Ha! You appeared, you fool! No! And it's a B rank? Is that one of your favorite monsters to get? It keeps the horn. It keeps his horn if you want me to share the recipe. Only if you guys will feel like it, right? You don't have to if you don't want to. I can't always guarantee I'll get certain monsters, of course, right? But I'll try my best. I know that we had, I believe was it Dustin? They encouraged me to get Iron Maiden. Unfortunately, she must be retired because she's no longer that strong enough for the team. I like that he's like an Okami but a horse. Ah, I see. It's like a wolf horse? No. That's probably not what you meant. Cause I'm thinking like Okami from like from the game Okami. That probably isn't what you're referring to, I would imagine. Keep Iron Maiden. She's a recipe for A-rank monster. I can get a new Iron Maiden. And I was. Ah, I see. I'll just make a new Iron Maiden because, like, yeah. But Iron Man was second stronger form too. It's okay, kiddos. We can make a new Iron Maiden together. Monsters are meant to come and go in this game, I feel. I've not been equipping them. Where does this go? Oh yeah, the slime guy, yeah. Everybody wants to hang out with the slime guy. Ah, shit. Shogun. Yes, he's going to Shogun. Then we're gonna go back to the boat. Okay. An area, yes. Okay, now what we're going to do is that we're going to save here. Because I haven't been saving. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to organize our party. Let's see if we can do it. Do you have a monster? The monster fuego? No.
あれが次元竜ネグルだ。
The wormhole dragon! He's stuck in a wormhole!
奴は術にかかって眠っている。倒すなら今のうちだよ。
He looks more stuck than dangerous. Okay, now he's dangerous.
来たな。魔族の王子らよ。
Oh, he wasn't lying. Oh, interesting, the whiskers on his chin.
愚かだな。魔界の第二王子ともあろう者が。こうもやすやすと
He's not to be
騙され
trusted,
る
is
と
he?
は。
騙されるですって。
私はそこにいる男の野望を止めに来た。奴の真の目的とは楽園を
I knew
守
it!
ることで
He
は
wants
な
to
い。
take over the human race, doesn't he?
魔界、人間界、天界、すべての世界を終焉させ、
I knew he was a sussy
新
brother,
世界の王に君臨することなのだ。
but also he could be lying to me too. I think my brother's sussy though.
やれやれ。まさかこんなタイミングで目覚めるなんて。
It's because the dragon know the
あ
truth.
とほんの少
Or knew
し
the
だった
truth.
のに。
Do you have to fight him instead?
でもまあ仕方がない。全部彼の言う通
When
り
the
だ。
boss wasn't the dragon.
この世界には悲しいことが多すぎる。一度滅び
Oh,
なけれ
he's
ば
one of those types. Gotta clear out everything and start from scratch. But your brother instead. Dun dun dun.
だけど誰もこのことを理解してくれない。兄さん、あなた以外はね。ねえ、そうでしょ。兄さんは分かってくれるよね。
No.
残念だよ。に。ねえネグル、もしここで僕らが戦ったら 君はどっちに加勢するの？
I mean, I am a king, technically, right now.
兄弟喧嘩に付き合うつもりはない。お前たちの戦いを見定めてから決める。
I like he though he is technically on my side because he told me the truth.
そういうわけで僕たちはここでどちらかが死ぬことを運命づけられた。
Trying to pummel my brother.
もし僕が負けたとしても最後に戦ったのがあなたならば後悔はない。
This family member was annoying?
さあ、
Ah, I see, I
行くよ
see.
兄さん。
Technically, can't I fight him? Because even though he's an elf, like, wouldn't I be able to fight him? You would think, right? My unicorn! At least he has one monster, right? Do, 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 do. Ah. I don't know, the other boss was a bit more annoying to fight. So far this is pretty feels very doable, you know? He has a very strong attack, I'm not gonna lie. But everything else pretty doable right now. As long as my unicorn's here, we have nothing to fear. We have pure hearts. As long as he's not one-hit KOing, right? Okay. This was a little bit tight. Of course, my rabbit had to die. My dark hair, there we go. That was the word I was looking for. Of course that one had to die, you know. Just as it was like one last hit, right? Cash reputation grows across the middle echelon of the circle of conquest. That's right, loser! You're the lesser brother! That's why you're third in line!
こんなに強いなんてね。嬉しい驚きだよ。
Now lift this curse before you die!
僕の掲げた理想はここで終わるけれど、もしかしたらそれは兄さんかもしれないね。最後に兄さんに会えて。
Wait, so I really did straight just kill my brother, huh?
定めの君よ、苦音の世にて等しき空に巡り合わん。
So I murdered my brother in cold blood. He returned to the heavens.
どうやら私がここにいる理由もなくなったようだ。
But you were just here! Huh? This story writing, man. Again, did not care for that brother in the end.
覚えてますか？僕、ホイミンです。約束のものを持ってきたので、早速お渡ししたいんです。あなたのお城、デスパレスで待ってるので、来てくださいね。約束のもの。以前お話しされていたホイミンさんの宝物のことでしょうか？
Of course it is!
とにかく一度
You lost me listening to a person called Toilet. Okay. Time to teleport. The pacing of this story is everywhere, man. They don't really build up certain characters. It's just like, it was so random, like, it's kind of like, hey, by the way, I'm your brother. And then it's just like, by the way, I'm gonna betray you. It's just like, damn. Why would my character care? We just met. Wanna know something more random? What's else is more random? Was my brother pretending to be me? My older brother? They did McDonald's collab for this game? Yep. Huh. My castle! I don't want to be disturbed. Okay, I was just assuming that we had to go to the throne room. That was a blind fit jump. my treasure! What is this stone I need? For evolution? Cash receives the hero's
こ
cloak.
れは英雄のマント。この装備は昔お世話になった人間の戦士様からもらった宝物なんです。モンスターマスターのあなたなら仲間に装備させてあげれば役に立つでしょう。
Now you can get a McFlurry Imp and a Burger Mimic and ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise slime stack. Oh!
旅の途中でこんな話を聞きました。人間と魔族は争いの末いずれかが滅びると。でも僕は感じるんです。人間と魔族は共に生きてゆけるって。そしてその架け橋になれるのは
Sure.
あなただと思います。
Me, the person who caused the war.
僕もう魔界に帰らなくちゃ。さよなら。僕の話どうか忘れないで。
What a strange kid. Hell yeah. Then... It's kind of interesting where they want me to, like, teleport to, and they kind of force it. Wow. Good job protecting it. Horse! Nay! Use the secret of evolution? Yeah. Huh? It's like the fog is lifted. Wait, you can understand what I'm saying? The secret of evolution is horse! It's horse mom! It's wholesome. Wait, can I use this on- I can use this on the other animals. Also, Drinking Class 11 is in this game. Interestingly enough. Or strangely enough, you should say. Where are the other animals that I can talk to? Not you two. I swear there were like cows. For some reason I thought there was like a cow. I can't- don't think there is. I'm back from dinner. How's it going? Pretty good. We are, I found out that I had a brother and I killed him. That literally happened in the span of, like, I think an hour. Maybe. Meow. Also, I can talk to animals now.
Meow, my whiskers. I can talk. I think I can. I can think about talking and talk about thinking. Thanks, Mew. Cash, I can talk now. What a gift.
Oh, I see. Normal stuff. Yeah, normal stuff. Don't you just like finding out about your brother and then murdering him? Where's the human? I'll kill him! Welcome back, Cash. I have something to tell you. The thing is... She is human. She removes her ears slowly.
実は勇者ソロがここに来たのです。
That's so random!
あの方はとても清い目をしていました。彼を見て思ったのです。人間も卑劣なものばかりではないと。人間を滅ぼす野心など。
I must kill! I must prove that I
どう
am
してください。
powerful, though.
そして こで私と二人で
Wow. Just stay with me. No can do. Must murder my father.
お待ちください。私はもうこれ以上
I need to murder my
あなたに罪を負わ
father.
せたくないのです。
It's the only way, Rose. I must do so.
たとえそのためにあなたを失うのだとしても
She would betray me? How dare she? She's no lover of mine. Oh, I didn't do one of these. I didn't do this one. Was I supposed to do this one first? Whoops. Yes, Nyut Nyut, that scared me. Hi Eve, how are you? Nyut Nyut.
Tomaru! 貴様ら何者だ?
誰だか知りませんが人に名を尋ねるならまずは自分から名乗ったらいかがですか
Why is she following me even though she plans on betraying me? How are you doing, Eve?
よかろう。我はブラッドフロー。貴様らはドレンガの手の者か?
Huh?
ドレンガそんな名前は知りませんが
確かにここらのものとは違うようだがならば貴様らは何をしに来たのだ?
I'm good, totally not procrastinating on my paper. It is what it is. It's hard not to procrastinate when it comes to essay writing. Or research, right?
支配者を倒しに来ただと?
I just finished Kingdom Hearts Melody and Memories. Nice!
これは恐れ入った。貴様らの目的は我らと同じということか。
同じというと
I'm not sure I would play the Melody of Memories, considering that, like, I feel like there's there'd be so many, like, copyright strikes on that game, wouldn't there be? I'm in the final 5 weeks of classes, and the tourist is hitting hard. Ah, I see. Just know, Eve. Just know, Eve. I will kidnap you when she graduates. You just gotta work hard till then.
この地の支配者、炎龍三兄弟の次兄ドレンガは大勢の魔物を犠牲にして何やら儀式をしている。私は奴に対抗する組織のリーダーだ。どうだ? 我らと手を組まないか?
I kinda, sure. We'll destroy them.
これで我らは同志だ。ドレンガは煉獄道の中にある炎の神殿で儀式をしている。
Whoa. We could technically probably just run straight there, considering that this is like, I'm like a lot stronger than I'm supposed to be, right? Wow, he's swimming. Let's see. That monster. Okay, let's just run there, maybe? I don't know. He sound like Di Brando from JoJo? Dio Brando? Why did I read it like that? I still have never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Or I never consumed any of it, honestly. The one thing I have consumed from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is like to be continued. I know, it's like, but the thing is, I think you have to remember, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you don't choose that life, it chooses you. I'm not sure, like, I also haven't watched or read that many manga series lately. I've switched over to like reading a lot of manhwas. A lot of revenge manhwas, so I'm not sure if that's a concern. My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. I think, and then like the last anime that I watched in its entirety, I think was, well, I watched the season 1 of Free Run. And I watched Dungeon Meshi. I'm really excited for Dungeon Meshi season 2. That one I really enjoyed Dungeon Meshi. So I'm excited for season 2. I'm waiting for Madoka, the Madoka movie to come out. Nice. I now have to continue solo leveling. I also never watched Solo Leveling. Man, so many like series out there that like I have not, or like medias I have not like consumed. Where is the egg? Is it up there? Eat a meatball. Okay, let's see. Maybe if I go up here. I like meatballs. I like meatballs too. Do you like Swedish meatballs though? How do people feel about Swedish meatballs versus the regular? Would it be considered Italian meatballs or like the thicker one? Swedish meatballs? It's like the ones you get at IKEA, right? You love them? Do you love them more than than what I would assume is Italian meatballs, which is like the thicker ones you would find in spaghetti? Because I feel like Swedish meatballs are like more like puree. I want to say like pureed meat. I don't want, but that's not necessarily accurate. Like, what would be what's the key differences between them? Because like you shouldn't really be asking me. I don't think I'm very good at describing the differences, right? Never tried that. I only ate my mom's meatballs, my grandma's meatballs. I would expect so, right? The homemade meatballs. Is there a proper way to make meatballs in terms of, is there the proper way to make meatballs, I guess, right? What is the secret to making a good meatball? As the resident Italian Emiliano. I feel like they are more sweet and have a brown gravy on top. Personally, I prefer them, but that's because I don't eat them as often as Italian meatballs. Love? Love is the main ingredient? If we don't have love in the meatballs, they're not good. Okay, good to know. If there's no love, the meatballs are trash! Exactly. One day, you know, one of these days, maybe I should talk to, like, maybe, no, I think that, like, I don't want the Italians to come after the channel. I would say, like, oh, maybe I should, like, ask, like, Italians about the proper way of eating certain dishes, right? I don't know if anybody else does this, for example. Like, when I eat, like, things like lasagna, right? I eat them in layers. So, like, I will, like, peel, like, I'll eat them, like, one layer at a time as opposed to, like, how do you properly eat lasagna, you know? I've always just, like, I would scrape one layer off one at a time and eat it like that. And then people told me I eat lasagna weird because of that.
Oh.
think like another thing that I would do with my specifically Italian-based dishes, right? Like, I think one person criticized me for like back in elementary school, right? So who cares? But I remember like eating spaghetti one time, and because like I wasn't like mixing the sauce up with everything, I was just kind of eating it as it was plated. People were just like, Munii, you're weird. You're weird because you don't like mix everything up all together so it's nice and even. And I'm like, I'm just eating it like as it is. Let me see. Where am I going? I'm so lost. Okay, I was going the right direction. Oh, maybe... No, I wasn't going the right... Okay. Go this way. I don't think there's a real proper way to eat pasta, fair enough. I never saw people eating lasagna like you here in Italy, but I honestly don't care, yeah. As long as it's eaten, right? Like, the problem for me, though, I can't eat that much pasta dishes anymore, mostly because, like, I'm slightly lactose intolerant, so I'm trying to be more cautious about what I eat nowadays. But I feel like you lose half of the heart of the meal without cheese, right? Or just the bastardization of Italian food. I don't know. I know I did stop breaking my pasta in half though, to fit in the pot. Or no, I don't think I ever did that. I just waited for the pasta to get like cooked enough to like fit all the way in the pot. I mean, I have type 1 diabetes, so I have to inject myself with insulin every time I eat. Damn. That must hurt. I'm luckily I don't have any. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Like, I think a lot of people, such as myself, are, like, not such as myself, but, like, I think it's more common to find people who are pre-diabetic nowadays, and I am myself have, pre-diabetic, so, like, I try to be better about what I eat nowadays. Like, I cook a lot of vegetables. Actually, I have very strange eating habits just in general. One of the eating habits I picked up because I don't like eating vegetables that much, right? Who likes eating vegetables? I started because I noticed I disliked eating vegetables. What I would do to ensure that I eat the vegetables just in general and not just the meat part, what I would do is I would purposely eat all the stuff I don't like first. Which is typically the healthy stuff, and then I will eat all the stuff I like last, because then I can enjoy my meal. That's how I would start eating food at one point, and I still do to this day. Like, it's how I trained myself to, like, cause you can kind of tell like what foods I like the most, because like I will save it to the very last bit. So I can enjoy myself. But then the problem with that is also like sometimes I'm too full to finish my favorite part of the meal. Oh, it's a weird butt chin looking conductor thing. He's so ugly. You're a very picky eater? It's a real pain in the ass, but I got used to it really quickly. I got diagnosed in September 9th. Oh, last year. Oh, he looks like he has a butt chin. He's gross looking. But yeah, like, you know, I am lucky I don't have to take, injections. I'm not bad with, I don't know, I can't say I'm bad with, I can't say I'm not bad with needles. I don't like needles, but I'm not afraid of it inherently. I'm just not a fan of, I don't think anybody's a fan of injecting themselves with needles, honestly. Unless, like, it's kind of like you have to, right? I've been very lucky that I could avoid it, I guess. I don't know. I'm also, like, another bad thing about me, is that I can't swallow pills because I'm a baby. I'm very bad at, like, taking medication, I think, for that reason. So, like, I'm the type of person who, like, I have to like crush. It sounds so much worse. I have to crush my pills and then hide them in a cookie because I'm like a puppy like that way. Because my brain would rather suffer through the flavor of a crushed pill than like just swallow it whole. Because like, and people are probably gonna be like, Munii, it's so much easier if you just swallow the pill. And I'm like, yeah, probably, because it's like less to deal with, but my brain is just like, no, it can't. And so like I stop myself from doing it. And I've tried all the tactics, right? I've tried like putting it at the very back of my throat and drinking a lot of water. My brain is just very much like, nope, don't do it. I have an insulin pump that does it for me. I just have to put the carbs quantity in it and then go through the tube. Oh, much more comfortable than insulin pens. Ah, I see. Man, taking medicine, stuff like that is so tough nowadays, right? But overall, I hope that, like, since getting, like, well, it sucks getting, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It sucks knowing that you have it, but I wonder if it, like, helped you, like, clarify anything. Not clarify, that's not the right word. I wonder if it, like, it made your life, made more sense in your life, I guess, in terms of, like, how you were feeling, and you're feeling better now that you're on the right medication, right? Because it's, I guess, like, it's one of the things where, like, oh, you feel like something's wrong, but you're not quite, you can't put your finger on why something feels wrong. And then once you get diagnosed, you're kind of like, ah, it sucks, but at least I'm going to feel better eventually, right? Hello, Nitro. Welcome in. How are you feeling? Oh, big doggo. Big watermelon looking doggo. Very good. Finally got my day off tomorrow. Nice. They say they're working on a permanent cure for diabetes, and maybe in 5 to 10 years, who knows? Truly, who does know, right? Like, in the world of medication, things and technology, things change faster and faster, right? And things... Like, how do I express it? It gets faster and faster, but also, like... Sometimes I think when you're going through it, it doesn't feel fast enough at times, and I can understand those kind of stressors, or for parents who are kind of witnessing their kids going through such pains, right? It always feels like certain things aren't fast enough, when it comes to the medical world. But I'm glad that you're looking at things more positive, Emiliano. You were hunting down a PS3 games online for the best price you can never achieve. But that's to tell you, paying $90 for a Dragon Guard 3 is a definite pain. Pain Pecco. Indeed. Why are you looking for physical copies? Are you trying to stock up before the great shit! Are you trying to stock up before the great digital game the rise of the digital games, where you can no longer pick up physicals? Yes, ma'am. PS3 games skyrocketed in price, did they? What about if you went to GameStop? Well, I guess the GameStop doesn't have the good games, huh? Like, Wolverine on PS3 is $150 now. That's sort of why, sailing on the high seas seems more and more appealing nowadays, right? Good luck trying to find those. I really do go weekly on GameStop. Yeah. Like, certain games, it's like, it's the reason why even JRPGs, right? Certain JRPGs are just so hard to get unless you know, living the life of a pirate, right?
マグマの中を
Five
歩
of
いて
them
るみ
near
たい
nearest to me, but I already know it's cause of me. They have low stocks. You're just slowly opening your own game store.
来たな、どうしよ
Comadres.
ブラッドフローさん。暑い。余計に暑い。
I try to stay positive. The first weeks were quite hard, but at one point I started being more relaxed. Yeah, I think like it's hard readjusting to life, but your life is not over when you get certain diagnoses. I think that's what it is,
う。
right?
ドレンガが儀
It's just
式
a
を
huge
行って
change
い
in your
る炎
lifestyle.
の神殿はこの奥にある。道を塞いでいたマグマが最近なくなり、神殿の中にまで入れるようになったのだ。
初級エリアでアルーガがマグマを流していたのはこのためだったんですね。
どうやらドレンガは儀式で伝説の極縁長を呼び出そうとしているらしい。極縁長は不死の力を持つという神の鳥だ。悪しき者の手に渡すわけにはいかない。
Not so huge though. I started eating more carefully and also lost almost 200. Why I say 200 kilos? Damn, 20 kilos. That's awesome.
さあ、
Especially if you're
奥へ
feeling
進もう。
better.
私は梅雨払いをする。お前たちは後から来てくれ。
I know when I started living by my or when I moved out, I know I cook a lot more vegetables lately. I know there was a period when I first moved out on my own. I wasn't the healthiest when it came to making stuff, but nowadays I try really hard to, like, even though I know what it's like to not eat vegetables for a very long not for a very long time, not to eat, like, you know, I think because, like, when I lived in, how should I phrase this? When I lived in Korea for I think a year into living in Korea, I do eat vegetables, but it was more on like the pickled vegetables or cooked vegetables, like nothing like a salad, right? After a while, you kind of go crazy. You're kind of like, I need like salad. And like, this is coming from someone who hates salad, right? I was kind of like, oh my god, I just need like, I just need to have like a salad with dressing and stuff like that. I don't know what it was, what craving was. It was just so weird because I've never craved for salad before. Especially, but like, heck, I guess like, I don't know what it was, right? But it was just like, my brain was just like, can't take this anymore. I can't just eat like Korean chicken with like radish and rice or like, I can't just eat kimbap. I need more sustenance, and apparently it was salad. So when when there was a new convenience store that opened up and they sold salads, I was like buying up like a very specific salad all the time, and it was like this pumpkin feta cheese with vinaigrettes. Or like, I think it was like a raspberry vinaigrette. It was really good. I really liked it. And I bought it so often that when the grocery store clerk saw me, they would just hand it to me. They're like, here, you like this a lot because you're the one who buys this one. And I'm just like, damn. Damn, they're literally only ordering it for me. But yeah, now I still don't eat salads that often. I'm not opposed to it. But I think what it was is that I was eating like basic like staples like onions and carrots. I don't really want to count potatoes. Potatoes aren't really a vegetable, are they? They're just a starch. Like my diet when I first moved out was not good, and then like you change it so it's better. Because you just can't live your life that way anymore. And it was interesting. But now that, again, with me being moved out and cooking and feeding the hubs The Bardmeister. I put like so much vegetables in our diet. I would probably say like it's usually like 3 vegetables to like 1 meat, maybe. That's typically how I cook. Oh my god, so many dragons. Oh. One time I was home alone for a whole week. I only ate 2 frozen foods for 2 days and got bored. That's how I learned to make pasta. Ah! Do you know how to make homemade pasta? That's actually something that I kind of like sometimes when I watch like cooking videos, like sometimes like I watch like things like Without a Recipe by the Try Guys, like those competitions, and I'm kind of like, now I'm not sure how much they purposely cook bad, honestly, but like sometimes it makes me want to learn how to make things like homemade like pasta or bread or like just bake things, right? Like it does make me want to try doing some things like try to like figure out some stuff. I have started cooking more with my oven. That's one thing that like I didn't used to do as often because I'm more of a stovetop person, honestly. But like the other day, like, and it sounds so simple, but like one of the things I started doing was I started roasting things in the oven more often, and I'm like, wow, it really like, it doesn't like change anything necessarily, but like I was just like, oh, it tastes so different. Like having like, for example, like roasted broccoli. I was like, oh, I really like my broccoli roasted. The one thing I still don't super love is like, I think like carrots. I don't like uncooked carrots. I really need to have my carrots like cooked. That's still something I don't like. Let's see. One time I was home alone. I cooked regular pasta, nothing too elaborate. I never use the oven, but there's always a first time. Yeah. I mean, also culturally, like, not culturally, but also places around the world don't always have ovens, right? Like, a lot of Asian dishes, for example, like for my in-laws, they don't even use their oven themselves. But because I started like putting things in the oven more often, like it's just kind of nice, like put it in the oven and like kind of like set it and just kind of like let it cook. Bard was just kind of like, oh, like, you know, when we go back to visit, he's like, oh, we should clean out the oven so then we can start using, because like what we use the oven for back at my in-laws is we use it for storage. we use the oven for to store all the pots and pans. We don't really use it for to bake or for any roasting. So Barb was kind of like, okay, I think we need to start taking stuff out of there maybe and just kind of maybe like reorganize the kitchen a little bit. So that might be a little bit of a project for the two of us. Though kind of tricky because like technically I don't want to move everything. Like, I mean, we were planning on moving back in to help take care of Papa Cappy, but like I don't want to move too many stuff around because, like, you know, granted, Papa Cappy doesn't cook that much, but like I kind of feel it's a bit rude to move like people's like things too much, you know. Mom found a way to make me eat vegetables aside from soup and risotto. Risotto. She makes roasted cucumber and zucchini with breadcrumbs, oil, paprika. They're amazing. I could make my dinner just from a big bowl of. Oh, that sounds really tasty. Roasted cucumber with breadcrumbs. That sounds interesting. Almost like veggie patties in a way. Maybe not that way quite yet. I just want to see if there's anything else in the area. Heck yeah.
Oh.
A tough guy tattoo! I also think it'd be kind of fun to do like a cooking stream one of these days. I would need to borrow the laptop though in order to do that. Like laptop, and then like have to learn how to angle all the cameras to like do the cooking or baking stream. Like I don't have like a special or specific setup for that, and I don't think I'm like the best cook or anything, but I think it'd be fun. Just a fun activity. She cuts them in small, thin, vertical slices. They become very crunchy. Oh, so it's almost like she's like what's the word I'm looking for? Dehydrating them. That's interesting. Man, I actually bought some like flour to make some cookies actually for later. Because I really like oatmeal. I really like oatmeal cookies. So I got some oatmeal chocolate chip cookies to make for later. But probably not today. I'm trying to debate when I would make some cookies.
Oh.
Yes, it kind of like little snacks. Ooh.
Oh.
See, I love Mama Munii, but Mama Munii is not like a good cook. But Mama Munii, even though she's not a good cook, likes to criticize my cooking. My little brother can make cookies. I ate them when he made them on Christmas. Real gourmet shit. I think there's like something about like when you make it also like the cookies or stuff yourself, like you can control what goes into it as well. I'm thinking of trying to put like, cause I bought like this pistachio. I love pistachio, by the way. Or is it pistachio? I heard like I've heard that pistachio is another way to another name for it. Pistachio. It's a pistachio. But as I was saying, like this one. I heard that no, I got like this, it's not like a jam, it's like the spreadable. Hi Aniki, hello Juliano, how are you? I've heard that like, not heard, what was it? You know, like the Dubai chocolate, like that pistachio spread? You can buy that at Costco, right? So I bought it, and they're like, you can put it on toast. And I tried it on toast. I did not like it on toast. So I'm thinking about putting that together with the oatmeal cookies and see how that goes. Pistachio is the correct Italian. Oh, really? It's pistachio. Because I've always been really curious. Is it like a... Well, okay, now I'm kind of curious. Is pistachio... Is it like an Italian nut? That's the thing, right? Because that's the only place that I heard. Because like everywhere else calls it pistachio. You're good? Good day going normal? That's good. Everybody's good. Do you know where I heard the name, where I heard pistachio though? Because people might be going like, oh Munii, where'd you hear that from? Because that's such a random thing to know. I learned it from a YouTuber, an Australian YouTuber. Because, I'm not sure if anybody's heard of her at this point. Now it's kind of weird to think about it, because like, she doesn't really do YouTube anymore. She is a host, I think, for the Australian Bake Off, I think, at one point. She is, it's Natalie Tran. She used to have a YouTube channel, called Community Channel, and she talked about pistachios at one point. And she's just like, oh, I learned that actually in Italy they call it pistachio.
炎の神たる伝説の魔鳥よ。この祈りの場に我見栄を捧ぐ。
トレンガー、我らが同胞たちを今すぐ解放せよ。ブラッドフロー様、メラメラ来てくださったんですね。
威勢がいいな小僧。だが
Pupils?
勢いだけではどうにもならぬ。さあこいつらを力で奪い返してみろ。
Take back the fire!
思い知れトレンガー。
It does nothing. It's so weird, he needs pupils.
そんな。
口ほどにもないな。よし、お前に本物の炎を見せてやろう。
わー Fuego!
そこなる魔族どもも我が炎を所望か。
来ます。
But technically pistachios are typically from Iran, Turkey, and Syria, but we cultivated them here in Italy too. The best are from Sicily, the biggest of the two islands in Italy. Ah. So I guess technically, but where did they originate from? I guess is the question, right? Because it's one of those things like if it originated in Iran, Turkey, or Syria, then technically how they enunciate it would be the most correct way to pronounce it. So I'm wondering, unless Italy was the first to cultivate them and then it spread out, so then more countries could then cultivate it. You know what I mean? It's one of those like, I wonder where this food originated from, or this plant originated from. It's just a purely like I want to say like a curiosity thing. Mostly, it's not to intentionally sound obnoxious, because some people are like, wow, it's so obnoxious to call food or like overly enunciate foods certain ways. Like for example, the whole like, is it croissant, or is it croissant? Right? I pronounce croissant as croissant, right? But I can also say croissant, right? But it's also like how like in England it's not scone, it's scone, right? I'm researching. They're originally from Persia. Romans came and said, "Damn, Jimmy, this is some great, really gourmet shit." Truly. I don't know, I really enjoy a good pistachio, like macaron. That's why I like, it's kind of curious. But I think if I said pistachio, people would be like, what the hell is pistachio?
Yattazo. これで儀式は
私を倒したことは褒めてやろう。しかしながら行って遅かったようだな。
No! Oh god! The lives of the monsters! Also, that looks trippy as fuck.
極延長ルタガルーダ、ここによみがえれり。儀式は完了した。
I thought it was gonna be a cool looking phoenix. Is it flying away?
これで全ての準備は整った。あとは頼みますぞ、兄者。
He just walks away? We're all just watching him walk away after the minions died?
くそくそ、なんということだ。しかし、お前たちのおかげで
disposed of. He just walked off screen.
礼を言おう。
Is Ash Spyro's cocaine addict cousin? No, he was the cult leader
国園
cousin.
長ルタガルーダは上級エリアへ向かった。遠竜三兄弟の長兄アンドロスが支配する地だ。奴らは国園長の不死の力を悪しきことに使おうとしている。放っておくことはできん。私を仲間にしてくれないか。
Sure. You're useless, but I'll
あ
let
り
you
がと
join.
う。必ず力になると誓う。共に戦おう。
Oh, everyone's so cold now. Oh wait, because it's winter, I forgot.
"国園長は気がかりですが、これで魔物も仲間になりやすくなりましたね。あら、何かしら。
What now? Who's calling me?
ヤッホー、見えてる？聞いて聞いて、黄金の腕輪を見つけたよ。ロザリーヒルで待ってるから。じゃあね。
ミンミの元へ行かなければ。ロザリーヒルに帰りましょう。
ルーラ。
Then we go to Rose Hill. We got through quite a bit of the story for this like entire stream. Also, I'm still confused when that horse came here. Did they hear? Did I just never pay attention and never notice that there was a horse in the church? Probably, right? Reach Rose Hill.
おーい。言いつけ通り黄金の腕輪を見つけてきたよ。エンドールの闇商店で魔物たちがこれを盗んで逃げてるのを見つけたんだ。そこに僕がバビューンと体当たり。見事に手に入れたってわけさ。
How convenient.
ミンミ、ありがとうございます。さすがは私の大親友。さあ、アグルカさんの研究所へ向かいましょう。
Laboratorium.
ルーラ。
Technically, these teleportations are a lot faster than like just going through the tower to do it. I take it you found that amniotic transmutation. Well then, what are you waiting for? Hand it over, my boy.
よー素晴らしい。これで完全な進化の秘宝を生み出せる。 実験にはしばし時間がかかる。とっておきのこれをやるぞよ。
Another stone. Cash receives a piece of silver travelite.
それで新たな魔界に行っておれ。その間にマローは進化の秘宝を完成させる。
秘宝の完成には時間がかかるようですね。
We're so much closer to killing my father. Oh, hey, you're here.
おはようございます。
If I hear Bojo fight by Yoda, he'll be doing great things out there.
そこのもの。
I suggest pursuing the destination for now.
ルーラ
Where are the next areas I can go to? Let's see. Okay. Oh, I have to go back to Rose Hill anyways. Okay. Right, because I have to put it here during Rose Hill. Play Travelite. I forgot. Okay, so where can I go now? Oh, the next chapter area. I'm wondering if we should, like, if this is actually a... You know what? It is a good place to head off, to pause the adventure right now. Mostly because, looking at the time, right? I feel like... I'm not sure how deep of the story we're going to get into. I want to say, I'm not sure how deep of the story we're going to get into the next part. Because, like, typically that area is going to take me to the next chapter, right? Or the next major plot point. So I think, like, this is probably the best stopping point. And then we will do is that we'll start the next part tomorrow. So that, yeah, I think that works the best, right? Because that way we just, like, really just jump right in to what's going to be happening onto the next major plot point of this game. But anyways, let me see who is online right now. You know what? I see another certain streamer who can tell us about the wonders of cooking. Though they're not cooking right now. They're looking at the umis of the nekos. But anyways, thank you everyone for dropping by and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Tomorrow we're going to be continuing on with more Dragon Quest, and then we're going to be playing a small indie game tomorrow because I've been meaning to play this indie game for quite some time, but unfortunately I just didn't find the time to do it until now. Thank you for coming. No, thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it. And on Thursday and Friday we're going back to Yakuza. But thank you everyone for hanging out with me today. Again, I keep saying that. But I hope you all have a good day, good morning, or good afternoon. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.